What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all are doing well. Let's talk about DoorDash. Is it right for you in 2024? I can't answer that, but maybe I can give you some insights, maybe some food for thought, if you will, based on the last couple of years that I've done DoorDash to varying degrees. At times for supplemental income, at times for to pay all my bills, basically. So it really just depends on your goals and what you're trying to achieve. I would not suggest that somebody do DoorDash as their only means of income, personally. But and none of this is financial advice, so don't take it as such. This is just food for thought. These are my thoughts on things that hopefully can be helpful. I would suggest having multiple sources of income, and once you do, of course, DoorDash is a tool that you can have in the toolbox to help you reach your goals, maybe pay your bills while you're working on building other things, business or projects, write a book, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Or if you're in between jobs, and you have to do it, you got to do what you got to do. Nobody should be ashamed to do what they got to do, by the way. So if you got to get the DoorDash app and get some money today so that you can pay some bills tomorrow, go for it. And that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of people, I see a lot of people dashing, and I think that's probably the position that they're in. And so I totally understand that. Now, that being said, I do it a little bit differently than other people. I've seen a lot of people using like brand new cars, or maybe not brand new cars, but certainly they're still making payments on them, and that's tough. I don't really suggest that. If you have to do it, I understand, but then you need to get yourself maybe to another position. I don't think that's necessarily a sustainable way of doing it, unless you're going out for like 70 hours a week, to make the money back, to make the money to pay for that car. Because the depreciation on a new car is going to be so rapid with the amount of miles that you're going to be putting on it, I just don't suggest that. I mean, you don't have to do like me either. Maybe it's the other extreme. I use cars that I bought for like $1,000, $2,000, and I work on them myself. And, that's what I do. And so it works for me. So you got to figure out kind of what works for you, but basically that's what I do. And I do as much of the work as I can myself. I do have a mechanic for like crazy stuff when it gets to be too much. I have a mechanic that is, awesome. So for me, brake jobs, starter, alternator, things like that, I'll do that stuff, little valve cover gaskets or whatever, oil changes, and check in on your car constantly to make sure that it's still in good health when you're using it every day like that. Those are things you might want to consider. You may want to consider that. And I can't speak to this from experience, but I've seen people using like older Prius. I think that the Prius platform might be a good one. I mean, I really do. I'd like to try that actually, because I know that sounds crazy. For those of you who know me, you're like, "What, Prius?" No, seriously, I think it might be a good. I think it might be a good way to go, because even though you have to pay for those batteries when they go bad, it is possible that it would pay for itself if you can get the gas mileage up over 50 miles to the gallon. Because think about it, guys, gas is going to be one of your biggest expenses. So, I mean, I would consider that. I can't speak to it from experience, though. It's just something that I kind of want to try. But anyway, yeah, so I think it's good. I don't think it's the best thing since sliced bread, but I think it's a cool idea that you can get out, you can contract, keyword contract, and deliver food or whatever, what have you, to make either some extra money or to pay your bills. But I would always have a backup and or just multiple streams of income, side hustles, whatever, something else and always be working on some other project. That's how I use it, you know. I mean, I'm using it right now. It does pay my bills. At times I've paid all my bills with it. And then of course at times it's just supplemental. It just depends on the situation. So it depends on you. But I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Now, moving forward, is it going to be, you know, is it going to be terrible in 2024? Are they going to change this? Are they going to change that? I don't know. You know, I don't know the future, and neither do you. But if you need to get some extra income, you might want to hop on there. You know, you might want to hop on there and use it and see if it works for you. But then again, if you just have a new car, if you just have one car, and it's like brand new or pretty new, you're making payments on it, and it's still in that depreciating state, that's tough. I don't know if I could suggest that somebody do that. Always do what you have to do, and you have to make your own decisions, of course. But yeah, like I said, I really am a fan of keeping the cost low with something like this, because you never know. They can deactivate you, in other words, and then you won't be able to get any more work from them, at least for a while. And if that happens, obviously that's why you want to have backup income. And yeah, your car will get worn out quicker than you expect, probably, if you're not used to this kind of stuff. I've always contracted and or delivered pizzas and or all this different type of things, right? So I'm kind of used to it. It's normal for me, right? And I don't mind it. One of the perks of something like DoorDash, and not just DoorDash, the gig economy stuff, is you're kind of on your own. I read books. I know it's different. I listen to books, you know, audiobooks and things like that when I'm riding, and you know, that's good. And also, I like to drive. You know, the name. Okay, so the video cut out. But I was just saying that I like driving anyway. So when it comes to delivery and stuff like that, I've always liked that kind of gig, because it's kind of fun, you know. And for me, you know, it might not be fun for everybody, but I like it. I like moving around. I think driving and the ability to move somewhat freely. I mean, driving and freedom are related, you know. I think they're deeply related. I'll probably make another video about just that topic, because I find that very interesting. But anyway, DoorDash, is it for everybody? No, it's not. Is it for you? I don't know. You're going to have to make that decision for yourself. If you do decide to add it to your toolbox, there is a link. I'll put a link in the description below. It's like a sign-up link. We get bonuses, so that's cool. It's like a $20 for you, $20 for me, something like that. As of the making of this video, that's subject to change, I think. If you made it this far in the video, consider liking, consider subscribing, turn the notification bell on, all that YouTube stuff. By the way, I'm not a DoorDash YouTuber. I do other stuff. I explore, I take video of car events, you know, drifting, all kinds of stuff to get the most out of my channel. You definitely want to look at all the playlists, things like that. If you want to see more vlogs, let me know. And also leave in the description, or in the comments rather, leave me some suggestions on things you might want me to talk about, and maybe I'll talk about them. And that'd be cool. And then you can leave your comments on the things that I comment on. You can comment on my commentary. As always, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Until next time.